Welcome to part 3 of the Globetrekker Zero Torsion subframe build. In part 2, we discuss the proper way to mount the side brackets to the frame of the truck that you are working with. Now we are ready to mark and drill the holes in the pivot base that are aligned with the truck frame. You have a couple of options at this point. Bill will discuss them with you.
So this is a universal cross member. You see it's a little bit wider than what I actually need, so I actually drill the holes. The goal is this will actually accommodate 48-inch wide subframes, frames, and narrower. So you have an opportunity to use it for pretty much any vehicle. Okay, so with every expedition, there is a expectation of ruggedness and severe duty with ever losing or breaking, having any troubles in the field. So I'm going to use the long length of this to actually build a secondary gusset using these holes that connects it to the frame. That will prevent the loading on the bolts and actually allow the loading to be on the side of the frame. This will help transfer that forces and loads that we can't predict it sometimes. So one design feature of Globetrekker is modularity and flexibility. So we are giving everybody an option to tailor to fit their needs. This is designed to accommodate 48-inch wide frames and narrower. I'm going to utilize it as an option to actually include another gusset here, so I can actually put my loading on the side of the frame instead of just in the hardware on the top. So I'm going to build a gusset that actually bolts in here that will connect to the side of the frame as well. I'm going to utilize the whole piece. Gives me more strength, gives me more rigidity for the frame, and that's independent of the frame. So the frame will still twist, and I got no concerns on the field. With all of that, you've got the option and options of doing what you want to do. So I told you my option. Your option is you can even cut this flush and weld it on if you wanted to. Cut it flush, bolt it on. You've got the options and flexibility to do anything you wish. Everything I like to do has got a second option and a second backup failsafe.
Once the crossmember and truck frame have been drilled, insert and tighten down the hardware provided to 40 foot-pounds of torque.
There's a shaft collar that we will put on here that will actually lock this in the right position so the whole frame will not shift from side to side. In addition to preventing this from going side to side and not put all the side loading onto the shaft collar alone, we also have a secondary pivot containment that goes inside of the frame. So on the 3-point, not the 4-point, only on the 3-point, this will bolt up inside the frame. You'll size this to your frame side, and this will go on the side. And the beauty of this is, this gives you full rotational positional of up to the 12 degrees that we're talking about, in addition to letting the whole frame flex, but prevent it from going from side to side. I've decided to put my pivot point brace that I just explained here. And so I measured where my subframe bracket is going to be made, which is right here in the spot. I measured to the center, which is where I want to put this, is 12 inches. So I marked 12 inches over from the center of the pivot to my hole that I want to drill. And so I will drill a hole here before I put the frame in place, and that will allow me to bolt this here in that position.
Measure and mark the heim joint location on both sides of the frame. These hole positions should be directly across from one another. Insert the heim joints into the holes and hand tighten. Now that the heim joints are in place, it is time to walk the frame onto the brackets. Bolt the brackets onto the subframe with the hardware provided in the bolt, nut, and washer stack given in the subframe documentation, torquing the nuts to 40 foot-pounds. The crossmember pivot bracket comes with a double redundant set screw on the front and rear of the pivot pin bracket. Check to ensure these set screws are firmly seated with an appropriately sized Allen wrench.